Go. Much better. Until okay, semi-auto. Timing, slow. Dang.
What's up, everybody out there? It's John with Tier 1 Defense. Doing a little bit of a review of it's the EMG Salient Arms GRY. This is the SBR version, or short barrel rifle version of it. At first, receiving the gun, it was definitely knew that it was going to be a project, and was converted over to HPA with an Inferno Gen 2. So initial thoughts on the gun when I first got it is the build quality is amazing. Looking at the trademarks, looking at the fit and the finish on the outside, the front rail is amazing, and it has a really good balance to it. But after adding in like the Inferno engine, it has the performance to go with it now. Great trigger response and really good reliability, and an outstanding rate of fire. I went with the SBR version, or short barrel version, because it is about 2 or 3 inches shorter on the end. Just because we do play CQB action and didn't need much of an outdoor field play, more of an indoor play gun.
Right.
One of the unique things on the front is called the jailbreak front end, where you can actually remove the front muzzle brake.
Wow, it's pretty smooth.
And it has a nice metal flash suppressor that's underneath there as well. Some of the things that line it up.
Nice.
Some of the things else that are on here for the front, you can probably notice our sight. This is a PTS Unity rail with what's been added is a ProTech HLX, which is new for 2017. It's a 1,000+ lumen weapon mount light. So the good thing people don't realize about it is when you buy the ProTech light is actually meant for a weapon mount light. So it actually comes with rings and a little like screw to screw it right onto your Picatinny rail, right?
Okay.
So the bolt pattern you can actually take the rings off, and there's screws that go right into the body of it, and they're the same size pattern as the PTS.
Awesome.
Same as a Surefire. So
Okay.
Surefire has a M3 Surefire, or Surefire Scout has a certain bolt pattern, so it fits other types of mounts.
Okay.
So the Streamlight weapon mount will fit that same bolt pattern, so you can use all the Streamlight weapon accessories or any kind of weapon light accessories as well.
Okay.
On the grip, I have a Magpul MVG. It's their little shorty, stubbier one.
Okay.
On the rear, Magpul stock,
Okay.
along with a Magpul flip-up sight. And which has to be my favorite sight out on the market right now is the Trijicon MRO. So this is a red dot sight. This is a replica, but an amazing replica with a lot of brightness levels. It just has a really big aperture, so getting a real good sight down on it is really easy.
Real easy.
Especially if you're using a paintball mask, right? If
Yeah.
you're playing with a mask or goggles like we all do.
Yeah.
It sits high. It comes with that high riser out of the box, so you're able to get a good cheek weld still and able to see down sight and see that red dot and co-witness it with your front and rear sight if you want, right? Co-witnessing, if you guys don't know, is where all the dots would actually line up in a pair. So you look through the back peep sight, through the red dot, over the front sight, they actually all line up in alignment for the shooting.
Okay.
What the other cool things? Add this little touches, right? Silver on it here. Nice gold on it. It's a mock bolt. The real one is called nickel metal hydrate. It's actually gold by color of the metal. So this is just a aluminum one, but I haven't changed out the hop up yet. It's a rotary style hop up though. It's the GMP style hop up.
Okay.
That's the next upgrade on the list. Will be a new barrel and hop-up assembly. Have not got to that quite yet. Been working on the rest of the pieces to the gun.
Okay. No, you told me that the rail is nice. It's not going to cut you. Like, I've had guns where you'd have to wear gloves to use them.
Yeah, it's got really good machine quality. They really good. So it felt like they've gone through like the tumbler. You know, have you ever seen that where they like, tumble it in rocks and it gets all the burrs off it? Right.
Yeah.
So it's a machining process. It has really good edges on it. Really good cuts to it. It is like a one pin takedown. So you can actually pop the pin off, and you could if you were taking your front end off, right? You could take the whole rail off with one single pin and takedown. In real steel, it's real important, but if you had multiple front ends, lights, accessories, you could swap them out pretty easily.
Right.
But it's staying true to the real steel. Also does have a QD swivel mount right there, so if you did have a sling mount right into the rail as well too, which is a nice little feature.
Nice.
That way you don't have to buy an additional sling mount for the front.
Right.
Right. Oh, I added a Pts Sling Swivel. It's like the APS rear swivel sling stock. That way, when you're transitioning over, it will slide from side to side,
right,
and give you, versus the ones that are just a plate on there, where it's either on one side or the other.
Right. One of the things I do like about this gun a lot is you can't see through. Close that up.
This doesn't close.
Oh, that doesn't close?
No.
Okay.
So they made it purposely so it actually, this is bigger, right here.
Okay.
And this door will not close because they want to show off the gold kind of bolts.
Okay. Well, so I didn't know it didn't close. I didn't want to force it, but you can't see through. So like some guns I've owned, you can see through the...
Yeah, there'll be a gap in this body line right here. This thin body line between the upper and lower receiver. Right. You'll see a visible gap. You'll actually see the mech box through it. You'll see some silver. Right. That's what I was saying earlier about fit and finish. You know, if you look on this side, I could get a little bit of a nail in there if I want, right? If you squeeze it down, but there isn't much of a body gap right in there. Just a little tiny bit of it. Up in the front, really good. Another place you'll see in other cheaper guns is there'll be spacing right here too, in between the front rail and the body pin right on here.
Yeah,
you'll see that they'll get spacing here, and that'll cause a little of the front end wobble too, on some of the lower.
I was very impressed with this gun. Felt very solid. And a lot of airsoft guns don't feel solid to me. Not like this. This feels very solid.
Good trademarks, too. Looks good. Las Vegas, Nevada. Salient Arms.
Nice.
Strike Industries is what the grip is. The fire selector, along with would be the forward assist button, are all replica Strike Industries.
Okay.
Another good company.
It's a good looking gun.
Yeah, so got to play with it last weekend at GamePod for a little bit, and was really happy about the performance and how it does. And if you guys want to talk to me more about guns or airsoft, you can come check us out, Tier 1 Defense, on our Facebook page, on Instagram, or catch us out at your local field at GamePod. Also, look forward to seeing us at Lion Claw Op Devil Dog in San Diego in September.
Very good. Sorry for the wind noise, had to film on my phone, but we make do. This is Rhino Dan with Tier 1 Defense on our gun review. Oh, real quick, real fast, the Wolverine, yay or nay?
Yay! The rate of fire is insane. I got to turn the rate of fire down, and it was way easier to install than my first Polar Fusion engine, just because it was the whole drop in. But once getting it in there, it was really simple to install and set up and configure. Tonight, actually, I'm going to start messing with the ECU settings a little bit and see what I can do to adjust the rate of fire.
Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. That wraps up this video. Have a nice day.